The following is an opinion show, and nothing said in this show should be taken as fact or be taken literally. They're just goofing around, trying to have fun. You do like to have fun, don't you? Also, this show is not for kids, so listener discretion is advised. Welcome to this week's episode of Geekus Speakus, everyone. My name is Dean.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, guys. Hi, this is Bryan.
Bryan, how you doing, Bryan? You doing okay over there?
Oh, I'm just on vacation.
Just on vacation?
Yeah.
How's your vacation going?
Pretty alright. I've been napping a lot.
That sounds great. I've been getting no sleep this week. That just sounds great.
That sounds like last week to me. Fucking 12-hour shifts every day.
Oh, Christ.
On top of the hour and a half it takes me to get home.
Oh, Christ. I would be bushed.
I was bushed. But it's been alright. I've barely done any of the stuff I planned on doing this week, but whatever. I did some of it. That counts.
That's the fun of a staycation. You don't have to do anything. You could just, I could do something today, but fuck it. I'm gonna sleep in.
What did I do today? I got up around noon. Ooh. I played some Spider-Man. I went to a new restaurant that was recommended to me by Bill Oakley himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a burger joint. I asked him what the best burger joint in Portland was, and he said Super Deluxe. And I went to Super Deluxe today, and it was super good. So thanks, Bill Oakley. I know you don't listen to my podcast, but thank you.
Now, my biggest question here is, he actually responded to a tweet?
Oh, yeah.
Are you on talking terms with Bill Oakley, or is it just he caught you off surprise and was like, hey, I'm responding?
He's responded to me in the past. We've both learned that we live in the same city, and he does food reviews, on top of being a great showrunner and an amazing writer. So he does live in Portland, so a lot of times if I ask him about Portland stuff, he does respond pretty quickly.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
You're on first base tweeting terms with Bill Oakley.
Right?
That beats the hell out of us, getting retweeted by Cress Williams. Damn.
Not Cress Williams. That was cool, too.
But, Cress retweeted us, but Bill Oakley actually responded to you. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I appreciate the retweet. Cress, retweet us whenever you want. But when, Bill Oakley responds to a tweet, when anybody responds to a tweet, that's pretty cool.
Yep, he responded. It's not the first time. He's responded in the past before as well.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's see, what else did I do? I cleaned my tortoise's cage. I actually tried this new thing. I mixed grass and clover seed with the substrate.
Uh-huh.
And I've got sprouts.
Nice.
So they can actually eat grass and clover on top of their regular diet.
Right.
I worked on some projects. I caught up on some shows. By the way, OKKO is amazing and everyone should watch it, especially if they grew up in the 80s and 90s.
Nice.
There is a fucking Captain Planet crossover episode.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of that.
And there's a fucking ghoul. Okay, do you remember the Scooby-Doo movie, the Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School? Where it's just Shaggy and Scooby, and they're at that school for monster girls?
Very vaguely.
There's a crossover of that.
Wow, really?
And they're like, hey, do you remember that weird guy with the Great Dane? But it's amazing. The show is full of references to stuff that we grew up with.
Right.
And it's pretty good.
Nice.
I got a box from Broken Token, so my Elder Sign game now has a crate for everything to go into. So instead of being in 6 separate boxes, it's now in one big box.
Nice.
And organized.
Nice.
What else have I done this week? There's a lot of stuff that I've meant to have done that I haven't yet, and I came to realize that my vacation's almost over. It's Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're gonna come up on Friday. It's 10:16 currently, listeners.
This day feels like it passed by super fast.
Not for me.
I played some Spider-Man today. This weekend I will be at Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yep.
As well as Talking Simpsons Live with guest host Bill Oakley.
What? Nice.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can't get Bill Oakley's autograph,
Nice.
or at least a picture,
Can, like,
and then I can put it.
like.
Honestly, I'd prefer a picture than an autograph because I'd lose an autograph, but I can post the picture on the Facebooks and be like, "Hey, look who I met,"
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "It's Bill Oakley." Who?
Yeah. Who's that? he helped write Simpsons. Oh, okay.
He's one of my favorite showrunners.
Is he the Matt Groenings? No, he's not.
How about you? How's your week been? Busy, I hear.
So I'm going to training in for work to learn credit cards. This is my week
Okay.
where I'm on the floor trying to use what I've learned, and it is so boring. And I never realized how much I missed the sight of nature until I couldn't see outside.
Okay.
Like where I am, there are no windows to the outside world. I'm like, oh wow, now I remember why I miss nature. I'm not even an outdoorsy person. I just like to see it from a distance, but at least it's a lot better than staring at walls.
I feel the same way about nature. I want to observe it, but I don't want to be in it.
Yeah, nature is beautiful from inside a building where it's air conditioned.
Or even just give me a nice nature walk. I just don't want to have to, I don't want to live in it. Camping is overrated.
I mean, I like camping enough. Admittedly, the last time I went camping, though, I slept in my car because I didn't have a tent.
Oh, I've done that. I've also had a number of panic attacks while out camping, so...
Oh. What about, if I may ask?
Just in general.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I like it enough. I like it okay. Not as much as my family does. My parents.
I think it's a thing that people assume I know more about what I'm doing than what I actually do. So when I go out there, I'm like, I don't know what I'm. They'll tell me do this, this, and this, and I'm like, I literally have no idea how to do any of that.
Yeah.
And then I panic, and
I mean, that's how it is with me and my brother whenever he wants to go fishing. He's like, go ahead and do this. It's like, I haven't fished since I was 10, brother. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I do like fishing though. But the thing with fishing is I can pack up and I can go home at the end of the day.
Well, to me, it's a mixed bag because I don't like catch and release. It seems kind of cruel to stab an animal and then all right, back to the ocean you go. Ha ha.
See, a lot of people feel that way, but it's not actually all that cruel.
Well, it's like
Depends on what you're catching. Depends on what you're catching. If you're catching a deep sea ocean fish, yeah. If you're catching a stream fish, not really.
well, it's only streaming lakes in this area. I'm landlocked. By the way, I really miss the ocean.
Also use if you use barbless hooks.
Yeah.
We got I like a bit of fishing because it's relaxing. Fishing is relaxing. You come with a nice book or something. You just kind of relax there and occasionally tug at your rod.
Interesting note, by the way. I tried CBD oil for the first time.
And
I felt nothing. Fuck.
You're not supposed to feel anything with CBD.
Well, no, it's supposed to relax the body, but it's my body felt pretty much the same as it was previous to taking CBD.
Okay.
CBD is legal in this state, just not marijuana. The THC basically is the legal part of it.
I've had CBD infused beer, and that was pretty good.
I'd try that sometime. Because CBD is legal here. I can get it. I got the chewables, the gummies.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to try maybe I should try the drops or the vape. I don't
Maybe
vape.
because I did feel something with the beer, and it was different than being drunk.
Nice. But yeah, I tried the wacky weed. I'm just kidding.
The wacky tobacco.
The wacky tobacco. Watch
I
out,
say
kids.
as I could walk down the street and buy it.
Buy it, yeah. Buy yourself a dime bag. And here I have to go do something illegal to go get mine. Missourians vote Prop 2. Anyway, yeah, I tried it for the first time, and I felt nothing. Maybe I should try the drops, but the gummies did nothing for me.
Yeah, give it a try. Keep trying it.
Also, it's really expensive. Like the gummies was like $10 for 5 of them.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I I'm just cheap. They wanted $50 for the drops, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
just like
actually not bad, especially for where you're at. That's not bad.
I'm I'm cheap. That's what it essentially goes down to. I'm just cheap. I don't want to be like
It's
$50 for a small jar. You're kidding me? That better be a mason jar at that price.
let me remind you. That's cheap.
I guess. I'm just saying. Like I can go buy a dime bag for a lot cheaper than that. I don't even smoke weed.
But is it gonna be good shit?
You know, I don't know. I've never bought the local stuff. I don't want to get. I mean, we're recording this. I don't want to get well, my boss is on to me for taking a marijuana because what's a misdemeanor in this state is still an offense where I can lose my job.
It's a misdemeanor in your state. Oh,
It,
I'm sorry.
it used to be a felony. Progress.
Ah, I'm just looking, going like I have like a bunch of it in my room behind my TV because that's just where I put it. Like it's completely legal here.
You could smoke a joint right in front of a camera and it'd be legal. Lucky
I
bastard.
mean, yeah, I could.
Lucky bastard.
I don't even like smoking, and I could smoke it.
Yeah, there you go. Put in an edible. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I do like edibles. Edibles are
I
nice.
haven't tried it. The only problem I have is like because I have never been near marijuana, but I've smelled it, and it smells kind of earthy. I think that wouldn't translate well to like brownies.
Oh, you get a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little bit of a hint of it, and a
Right.
little bit of the smell, but it tastes like a brownie.
Oh, okay, cool enough.
It just tastes like a brownie. You get like have you ever had anything where like I'm trying to figure if you had like anything like protein powder in it?
I've never done that. No, is that a thing people do?
Fuck, really? You've never had any, like you've never had like a shake with protein powder in it?
I mean, yeah, I've had a shake. Well, not a shake with protein powder. I've had a protein shake. We just
Have you
like
had Jamba Juice?
that's like a 20-minute, no, 10-minute drive. They ain't worth the Jamba Juice.
Christ, I'm just trying to figure out a. Okay. All right. Have you had like a sugar-free version of a snack?
Yes.
You know how it tastes like that snack, but there's just something slightly different about it?
Oh, I gotcha. So it's kind of like
That's
that.
how it is.
Oh, all right. I got you.
It tastes similar enough, but there's just it's a slight smell difference and a slight taste difference, but it's still pretty good. My buddies and I, we made a hot pineapple upside down cake, and it was super strong.
Nice.
Basically, you can make any sort of dessert, and you just replace the butter with the can of butter.
Nice. I have a question for you, and I legitimately mean this. If you serve a pineapple upside down cake right side up, wouldn't that just be a pineapple cake?
Yes, it would, but you don't serve it that way.
I mean, my roommate did. He served it right side up. It's like
So the pineapple was on the bottom?
no, like yeah, actually, the pineapple was on the bottom. I was like, it's right side up, upside down pancake. I was like, wouldn't that or pineapple cake? I was like, wouldn't that just be pineapple cake?
It might be a thing.
Like I'm missing something here, obviously. But I was like, I mean, that's how you English. It's not upside down. It's now right side up. So wouldn't that make it just a pineapple cake then?
I mean, yeah, it would be a pineapple cake. Oh, you know what? Speaking of English, peanut butter is completely different from buttered peanuts.
Let's elaborate on that one a bit. Now, I love peanut butter. No, but are you saying that someone's slathering butter on peanuts?
Or just kind of frying up some peanuts and some butter, or mixing it with like a butter sauce, or just anything with buttered peanuts. Yeah, just slathering some butter on some peanuts. Well, or the way I would say you do it is you take some fresh roasted peanuts and you toss them in some like melted butter.
Do you know what is apparently a thing that people are trying to like become popular? It's peanuts and Coke.
That sounds very
Like
Atlantan?
West Coast, I mean East Coast, excuse me. Sounds very East Coast.
No, very sounds very specifically Atlanta, Georgia.
Like Atlanta. I mean, if you're
You
from,
got peanuts and Coke.
I will say, talking to Southerners, like I'm not in the South. Technically, I'm considered the Midwest. But talking to Southerners, they call every soda Coke.
Oh
Like
yeah, no, they do. They do, and it's weird and they're wrong.
it's like Sprite, it's Coke. All right. Pepsi, it's Coke. Dr Pepper, it's Coke. Mountain Dew is actually still Mountain Dew, weirdly enough. But you know, they don't say soda; they just say Coke. I thought that was weird finding that out.
It's so weird and they're wrong, and I don't.
Okay, okay. Let's start the great debate on this one. Soda or pop? Which do you say?
Soda.
There you go.
I'm not a heathen.
The way I've always described it, I'm not really a soda drinker anymore, but when I was, it was, you don't call your friends by their last names.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know.
Now, you may call a coworker by its last name, or
See, yeah,
uh,
like Dr. Pepper, you can go pop, because that's a very professional relationship, right? He's a doctor.
yeah. Pepsi and Coke? Yeah, no, those are soda.
Those are soda, but Mr. Pibb, that's your friend. That's Mr. Pibb. He's a soda. And what I just said was completely inane. By the way, someone said this on another podcast, and I kind of wish we would have snagged it. It was "Welcome to Disappointment." That would make a really great slogan.
Uh,
All right, let's not stall further. We've already I'm sure bored our listener to tears. So let's go ahead and get into this.
we'll be fine.
I mean, if you believe our demographics, if you're in if you're a U.S. listener, you're probably on the West Coast, and that's pretty much sweet country. You're probably listening to this baked.
Pacific Northwest represent. Whoop whoop.
Not just Pacific, just California. Seriously, we got
California represent. Whoop whoop.
got like Washington, California, Oregon. We got some out of Missouri, and I'm sure one of those baked people is in Missouri. But what you're doing is illegal here. Currently, yeah. Take a deep hit. That's good. Let's get into this. Let's go ahead and get into trailer talk.
Trailer talk.
Trailer talk. Well, hold on. Finish him. No, doesn't sound good. Anyway, the first one on our list today is the release of the new Pet Sematary trailer.
Now with 75% less Ramones.
I mean, I never saw the original one, though I've heard some pretty terrible things about it. And like one of the actresses from Star Trek Next Generation left to go do the original movie, and it was just terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, she played. Oh, I don't remember her name. Shit. There we go. Thank you, Wikipedia, and your list of Star Trek characters. She played Tasha Yar.
Oh!
It was Denise Crosby who played Tasha Yar,
Okay.
or Chief Security Officer Yar.
You know, if you would have given me the name, I could have linked it.
I honestly could not remember like the character's name or the actress's name for whatever reason. But yeah, she played Security Officer Yar. And I guess she like left TNG to go work on Pet Sematary, and it was like a huge flop. I don't think I see her in anything anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was in the first Pet Sematary. You know that movie I've never actually watched all the way through?
It's hard
I've
to get
started
through.
it so many times, but I've never, like, actually watched it all the way through.
It's hard to get through. It really is. Original Pet Cemetery from like the
Yeah.
80s, 90s. Yeah. I mean, but the trailer looks pretty good so far. Good old, just creepy, but with the children in masks and slow 90s rock music.
I don't want to be buried at the pet cemetery. Yeah, that's the one thing I remember the most of it was it had a song by the Ramones.
All right. Well, let's go ahead.
John Lithgow's playing the old dude.
Yeah. I
That's cool.
mean, it's always a bonus. He's a pretty good actor. Speaking of which, have you ever seen
Oh,
Buckaroo Banzai?
I have not, but I've been recommended it.
Oh yeah, no, like legitimately, Google Buckaroo Banzai sometime.
I
The
know
character's
about
ridiculous.
it. I just haven't watched it.
I gotta get this for the listener. Hold on. They're also working on a remake of this, by the way. Let me give you, see if I can find like the synopsis. There we go. Buckaroo Banzai across the fifth dimension. Okay, Buckaroo Banzai and his mentor Dr. Hikata perfect the oscillation overthruster. That's not what I want. Okay, I can't find it, and I don't feel like searching for it, but the general premise is that he is a rocket scientist, rock star physicist who travels multiple dimensions. Like once. And John Lithgow plays the villain.
Okay. Oh shit! You know what I also went to this weekend? This last weekend, or was it the weekend before? Might have been the weekend before. Did I mention it last time? I don't know. I went to. When did I? I don't know. Did I mention the Lovecraft festival last time?
Yeah, you were talking about how much you like the technically illegal local release of the
Okay, I
Japanese
couldn't
movie.
remember if I had talked about it. Let's continue on to the next trailer. Glass into the trailer. Looks like we're getting some more.
We're getting more movie based on like Unbreakable
Yeah,
and Split.
and it looks like we're getting a little more plot.
I have to say, this is literally the only time I've been excited for an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Right? I'm gonna have to go back and watch Unbreakable again and watch Split.
Yeah, same here. When I was like, watch this trailer, I was like, okay, this actually looks pretty good. I have to go watch the movies now. I didn't know what led up to this. I don't even know if they have Unbreakable on Netflix, but I'm gonna have to find it, I guess. And Split.
Right?
I don't know.
Split might be on HBO. I don't know. I'll have to find Split.
But with the new trailer, they talk a bit more about the storyline of the movie, and it looks good, and that's not something I thought I'd ever say about an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Right?
We're getting a return to like decent Shyamalan, because like Avatar was terrible, and pretty much every other movie was terrible, including Lady in the Water, which
Oh, that one was bad.
oh boy. How self-conceited could you be if the plot revolved around the great writer who he played himself? He played himself as the great writer. That was the character's name. That was the character, and he played that character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Last one, it's just a like
A
one of those
teaser?
early trailers
Yeah.
teaser for the Disney's live action Aladdin.
I have to say, like, I heard it and I'm kind of excited, but did they rip the audio from the Cave of Wonders from the original movie? Because the voice sounds exactly.
It sounds different. It's a different voice.
I'm gonna take you because like when I heard it, I was like, this looks like they took the audio straight out of the movie.
No,
for it.
it's a different voice. I can hear the difference.
Good, because when I heard that, it was like, why did
See,
you?
I wanted it to be a rip straight from the other one voice. I was disappointed it wasn't the same one.
I mean, so far so good, right? I mean, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, no real complaints. Gotta stop. Hold on, Disney will straight up sue us. Like, we joke about the others, but Disney will straight up sue us.
Actually, you know what? Disney's surprisingly good about not suing people posting their stuff on the webs.
I sure hope so, because we got like almost 10 seconds, and that's like
Also, we're a
cutting the line.
podcast nobody listens to.
I mean, if you look at our recent stats, which, by the way, listeners, we're at 1,500. Sorry, that still surprises me. We're getting some notice. I don't.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want. Like, I'm just saying. I will quote Aladdin any time of the day. That was my favorite movie as a kid. But I also don't want the mousy overlord coming down on us with the copyright infringement hammer.
All hail the mousy overlord!
All hail the mousy overlord, owner of Fox and many other distributions. Ugh. I don't know. I like it so far, but we don't really have much to go off of at the moment.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, I'm sure it'll just be Aladdin, and that's fine. I liked Aladdin.
Yeah, and I mean, Beauty and the Beast was okay. It was okay.
No.
It was okay.
Jungle Book was okay.
I hated it. I really hated it.
I couldn't do Beauty and the Beast. Why just dub over her? Okay, if you want to have her as your Belle, but she can't sing, dub over her. You do it with everyone else.
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm with you on
0
that.
out of 10. You failed as a musical.
I just couldn't watch Jungle Book. For one, they removed pretty much the music, which was the best part of the original Jungle Book.
Oh no, it still had some songs.
Not nearly as good. Although,
Okay.
Christopher Walken
like
would
Christopher
kill it.
Walken's
Yeah.
I Want to Be Like You.
Christopher Walken did kill it. I'll give you that. But the problem I had is that the original Jungle Book was kind of like social commentary in ways people don't understand. Yeah.
True, but also a lot of those Rudy Kipling books are kind of super racist now.
Yeah, they very much are. Very much are. A lot of books from that era were pretty racist. Like, I own John Carter Mars, and in like the first chapter, I was just like, oh, that would not swing today.
Yeah.
That would not swing today. I mean, I still have to finish the book, but
So I guess we'll jump into this real fast. You plan on seeing it, so I won't go too much in depth on this, but I saw Venom. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious, like
Right.
in a good way. It wasn't like it's so bad it's funny. It was actually like legit funny. It's very much a dark comedy.
I'm down for a
And
good
I think
dark
that's what
comedy.
they were saying. I think they were saying this is going to be a dark comedy, and then people were surprised when it was a dark comedy. And I'm looking at them going, "They said it was going to be a dark comedy. That's what I got."
I will say the biggest thing that has warranted me to just kind of like drag my feet on watching it is the fact that Tom Hardy said the best parts of the movie were the ones that they cut.
Which makes me curious because this movie was great, and so now I want to see the parts that got cut.
You want the Hardy cut?
I want the Hardy cut.
The Hardy cut?
I could use more Tom Hardy.
More Tom Hardy?
I
yeah.
love the friendship between Venom and Eddie, and it was just good. Like, and it was a nice breath of fresh air, wrapped in a package that reminded me of early 2000s Marvel movies.
What?
It reminds me very much of like Spider-Man and X-Men.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, Spider-Man 3
No,
sucked,
people
but-
love. No, I'm not talking Spider-Man 3. I'm not talking X-Men 3. I'm talking Spider-Man and X-Men.
Gotcha. But I got... Yeah, okay. That's dissuaded some of my issues with it.
And it was fun. It was a fun movie. I was laughing. It was action-packed. I wouldn't say it was a good movie cinematically, but it was a movie I very much enjoyed.
So you're saying, like, cinematically it wasn't good, but it was entertaining, at least?
I wouldn't say it was... Yeah, it wasn't good cinematically. Even, like, plot and story-wise, it was kind of cliched.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to say it was bad.
Right.
But the acting was decent. The characters were fun. The movie itself, in general, was just fun. in comparison to, say, the other Marvel movies where you feel like you have to do a ton of homework when you watch them, didn't feel like that at all.
So, would you recommend that people watch it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's move on.
Just go in. Don't take it too seriously when you go in.
Right.
That's the one caveat. And remember, it's not attached to the other Marvel movies. Just go in and accept it for what it is. Also, for the love of God, people, Venom's always been kind of comedic. Who you're thinking of who's not comedic is Carnage.
Carnage is the sick fuck.
Whenever he's like, "Oh, why is this Venom movie not violent, super violent? Why is it not rated R? Why is Venom not like murdering a bunch of people?" It's like, because Venom never, like, he murdered people, but he wasn't the murderous one. That was Carnage.
Well, except for the time when the Venom symbiote ran around eating people's brains because he needed the toxin that releases it.
Oh, he does that in this too.
Oh. Okay. Well, fair enough.
And that was the thing, is like he would eat like Venom killed and ate people to survive.
Mm-hmm.
It was Carnage was the one going around murdering people just because.
Yeah. Also, he stopped doing that once he found out he could just eat chocolate because it was the same chemical.
and Venom's always been slightly once it became like Venom's almost always been a little comedic.
Right.
Once they gave Venom a personality, he was always just a little. It was like a dark comedic, but he's always been a little comedic.
Right. All right. Well, all right. Cool. So everyone, go check out Venom, and the weird side universe that exists within Spider-Man, the current one, but doesn't exist. All at the same time.
All right. So I guess we have some news.
Yep. This is breaking as of October 17th. Mark Hamill put out a tweet. It says, quote, "I mentioned keeping my hashtag Star Wars opinions to myself, and what happens? It triggers an avalanche of questions about the next one. All I could say is yes, I'm in it. Other than that, just consider it episode 9 comment. I like how he had spelled it Nein.
So he took the episode 9.
Yeah.
And then used the German word for no, so he combined episode 9, no comment.
Yeah. So it just basically said episode no comment. Which is really, I mean, it's not clever for him because he's a clever guy, but I like the wordplay there.
And it's like, this is honestly, this should be a surprise to no one.
Oh, I thought it was going to come back as like a Force Ghost or something.
Yeah, exactly. Of course he's going to come back as a Force Ghost.
I figure he would. It's kind of like the Star Wars tradition at this point.
Right?
So
he needs to be the next one being like, I am the Box Ghost. Hooray! Or no, I want him to Force Ghost, I want him to show up to Kylo Ren and with dragging Grandpa Skywalker with him. He's like, "Hey, knock it off, you little shit."
You fucked up, kid. You fucked up. Yeah, I'm right there.
I'm Hayden Christensen.
Do you think that's gonna be the line too? Just like Hayden Christensen going, "I'm Hayden Christensen."
Hayden Christensen. Where have I been?
You guys haven't seen me since Jumper.
Oh my god, I saw it in theaters.
I felt, yeah. Remember Jumper?
He's 37?
Holy shit, seriously?
Yeah, he's 10 years younger than Ewan McGregor.
He's my age. Holy
37.
shit. Ewan McGregor's
37.
Yeah, 10 years old. I'm 27. He's 10 years older than I am.
Yeah.
But, hold on, we need to back up.
And Ewan McGregor is 47.
He is nearly 50?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, okay. He's been in a number of movies since Jumper. New York, I Love You, Takers, Vanishing on 7th Street, Outcast, American Heist, 90 Minutes to Heaven. Oh, he was in a Christian drama film called 90 Minutes in Heaven.
I think that was the low point of his already not stellar career.
First Kill starring Hayden Christensen and Bruce Willis.
Wait, what? He worked with Bruce Willis?
Apparently so. Little Italy.
The hell?
A Little Italy is an English language. Oh, that one's coming out today. Not today, this year. Let's see. First Kill came out in 2017. Made 350,000 in the box office.
What? How much did they spend? Hold on.
I don't know.
Because
I gotta look this
that
up.
could be a good thing, depending how much they spent.
First Kill financial information. Worldwide box office is not a lot. Oh my god, this is like a super flop. But yeah, it's a Bruce Willis movie. Directed by Steven C. Miller.
Hold on. It's directed by Stephen Miller, has Bruce Willis, and it's still a flop?
He apparently has done just 3 movies. Like, he's done 3 movies with Bruce Willis in them. I'm looking. First Kill.
First Kill. That sounds like something,
Oh, 10 million.
Wow. That is a humongous flop. Oh. Oh, I'm breathing, how much that burns.
4.9 stars out of 10 on IMDb, a 39 on Metacritic.
Oh. Oh.
First Kill, Rotten Tomatoes. 28% audience score, 13%.
Jeez. Wow, $350,000 out of the $10 million they spent. That studio just lost so much money.
Lionsgate premiere.
Oof. I don't think he's gonna have a job for a while.
Well, he has another job called Little Italy.
Now, is that an unofficial spiritual sequel to Big Troubles in Little China?
No.
If only.
Emma Roberts and Hayden Christensen. Hayden Christensen looks like the guy you could like. He looks like you'd hire him because you couldn't afford a different actor.
It's like, hey, we need generic bland male A. Can we get what's his name? Hayden Christensen. There we go.
No, see, Hayden Christensen's after, like, hey, can we get him? No, he's booked out. What about him? Oh, he costs too much. What about him? You can't get him either.
Oh, fuck it. Just get Hayden Christensen.
You get Hayden Christensen after you go through Nick Cage.
Yeah. Even I'm not going to do this movie. Fine, we'll just get Hayden Christensen. Fuck. Oh.
Emma Roberts plays it.
This is not on our list. Did you check out that Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero did a recreation of the prison scene from Dark Knight?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, okay, actually, I'm going to say this, and I find what I'm about to say kind of funny, because the movie was sort of the reverse. But Greg Sestero, not the best actor in that one. But Tommy...
No, he's not. Tommy was great.
Good. Yeah.
I'd be for Tommy for Joker.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like, I mean... This kind of fits, and that, like, not like your not your like Joker, but your anarchist Joker. I could see it, you know, kind of like the Heath Ledger anarchist Joker, but not like the oh, what's his name? He's the one who did the one back in the 80s.
Oh, Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, who is that kind of like, you know, like a literal Joker. But like anarchist Joker, I think he'd do a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sorry, but Little Italy is a Canadian movie. Came out in August in Canada and in September here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Also, can I say something real quick? I just saw a thing on the Facebooks of somebody complaining about kids not having respect these days, and like, how dare they talk behind his daughter's back? And it's just like, you know, the kids have always done that. Kids did that when I was in school.
Yeah, literally
it's nothing new. That is nothing new.
Kid, why? Kids talking behind adults' back? That's completely new. That's never happened before. Like, I haven't been cussing since the 5th grade, and I was told I wasn't supposed to cuss.
Kids not. Oh my God! Kids make fun of each other. Yeah, they've always made fun of each other.
Yeah, that's fucking. I mean, children are terrible. I'll just say that. Like,
They are the worst.
okay, I will say this: we were obviously all start off as children. Except for Morgan Freeman. I'm pretty sure he was just brought into the universe. But for the rest of us, we were all children. Children are terrible little creatures. We just grow up to stop being terrible little creatures for the most part. There are some people who are exceptions to this, of course, but children are just terrible. That's because biologically they're not wired to have empathy until they're like 10.
Yeah. And even then, it kind of short wires until you're about 25.
Yeah, because it's all that, hormone and angst. God, that's one of the things I did not like about my teenage years. Dealing with other people's shit like that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. George Romero left behind a bunch of scripts. I'm hoping we get some sort of Tupac situation and get a bunch of like stuff made like post-mortem.
I'm hoping.
So we can get Countryside of the Dead and Spaceship of the Dead and
Galaxy of the
Son
Dead.
of the Dead and Daughter of the Dead, Galaxy of the Dead, Land
Before Dead.
that aren't taken. Land Before Dead. Land Before Dead, The Great Valley Adventure. Give me a second. School of the Dead.
That's actually a thing.
No, that's High School of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Dead School Musical. No, it's Dead School Musical. What could you do?
Too Fast, Too Deadiest.
Dead.
American Dead.
American Dead, yeah. Evil Dead's already a thing. The Dead. You can just do The Dead. What is it? I have a whole list of movies I'm not looking at. Monty Python.
I'm looking at my movies right now, but none of them seem to work together.
Monty Python and the Holy
Pilgrim
Dead.
and the Dead. Scott Pilgrim versus the Dead.
Monty Python and the Dead. Grail. No, the
There
Holy
Will
Dead.
Be Dead.
The Dead.
The Room. The Dead Room.
The Dead Room. We make a joke. That probably is actually a movie. That sounds like it would be one.
Probably. Master and Commander, The Far Side of the Dead.
Deadagascar. Dead Age.
The Simpsons Dead Seasons 1 through 18. Romero famously disliked AMC's The Walking Dead. Still, the show dedicated the first episode of season 8 to Romero when it aired just after his death.
I mean, I don't like The Walking Dead, but that's because I'm tired of zombies. So
I honestly got burnt out on it a while ago.
Well, when Walking Dead came out, it's like every video game and movie had zombies in it, and I was just like, I'm just so fucking tired of zombies. Yeah. Also, you mentioned we want a Tupac like post-mortem release of his stuff. I'm thinking, if there's anything left in Tupac's vault of shit he never released, you do both at the same time. Get a Tupac song for one of the Romero's unreleased movies.
Ooh, double it down.
What do you mean?
Double it down. You get one of those like post-mortem Tupac songs and
Right.
throw it on a post-mortem Romero movie. Double it down.
There you go. Dead Heist. No. Damn it.
Dead Heist.
Dead Heist. I will find out a good... Wait. Dead versus Aliens. Ooh. The Walking Dead versus Aliens.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Let's move on before I continue to make jokes out of dead things. And much like that joke, it is dead.
stuff for John Wick 3, I should probably watch these movies.
Same. Everyone I talk to talks about how great they are. And I like Keanu Reeves.
I do like Keanu Reeves.
Admittedly, my first time seeing him was Speed, actually. Most people go Bill
Speed.
and Ted.
I think it was Speed.
Speed was the first time I saw him.
I saw Bill and Ted after I saw Speed.
I actually didn't see Bill and Ted until after I saw Matrix, the first one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have I?
Well, I was like 8 when it came out, so whatever.
I may be in
Matrix.
the same boat.
Yeah, I didn't watch it until I was probably like a preteen, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's amusing in a dumb kind of way, you know. Excellent. Wild stallions.
I could totally go for because everyone talks about it, but I totally want like the superquel of
Bryan.
yeah.
Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Oh my god. No, but I want the superquel of Bill and Ted 3 to have the current Keanu Reeves where he's like Matrix and John Wick. And it's them reuniting and he's all like, very serious murder man.
Whoa, you're intense. Don't talk to me.
I know. I'm here to kill.
I want Bill and Ted to be a thing. Let's. All right, guys. Let's use our internet power. Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted's. No, they did Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey, Bill and Ted's.
Uncool. What's another word? What's a synonym for adventure?
Fantastic Voyage.
Wait. Are we mixing zombies and like space flight? Can you say Fantastic Voyage? I think space flight.
Yeah. Let's make zombies in space flight.
There we go. That's a thing people need. Bill and Ted's.
Ted is now dead, and now Bill and the zombie Ted have to go to space.
Okay. All right. And they have to go save Station. And they're gonna do it with the power of rock?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I forget who played. So you have a dead Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
And you have a living other guy, Alex Winter.
Right.
And they're gonna go into space.
And they have to go save Station. It's okay. Our plot has been put as much thought as the original Bill and Ted because it took them 24 hours to make the whole script for Bill and Ted.
I mean, we probably put more thought into it.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've got a plot synopsis. Hey, 20th Century Fox, hit us up.
Oh shit, this movie came out like a month before I was born.
Bill and Ted?
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
I was born the year of... Shit. What came out in 91? Let's Google that.
You know what didn't come... You are older then? Spawn.
Yes. Also, I want to jump into that, but first, according to Google, movies released in 1991 include... Actually, I'm not sure about that one. Hold on. Okay. No? Yeah? Alright. There we go. In 1991, this was the top 10 movies the year I was born. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Beauty and the Beast, Hook, The Silence of the Lambs, JFK, The Addams Family, Cape Fear, Hot Shots, and City Slickers.
Ooh, that was the remake of Cape Fear.
Yeah. These are all actually pretty good movies. Even City Slickers was pretty funny.
89. Pet Cemetery. Batman. Roadhouse. Halloween 5.
Ooh.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
What?
Dead Poets Society. The Little Mermaid. Back to the Future Part 2. Steel Magnolias. Ghostbusters 2.
I mean, you got some pretty good ones right there. Honestly, Back to the Future is still one of my favorite movie series.
Right, Indiana Jones is pretty good.
Yeah, and actually, Last Crusade was my favorite of the Indiana Jones.
Okay, I found another one that's 1989 best movies. Decalogue, Do the Right Thing, The Cook, the Thief, His Wife and Her Lover, Cognac Savata, A City of Sadness, Crimes and Misdemeanors, Interrogation, Dark Light Darkness, Darkness Light Darkness, Indiana Jones The Last Crusade, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, hey, that's something.
All right, that's
Nice.
pretty cool. I don't want a bunch of foreign movies. Roger Ebert, you'll save me. Okay, Do the Right Thing,
Jesus
Drugstore Cowboy, My Left Foot, Born on the 4th of July, The Mighty Quinn, Field of Dreams, Driving Miss Daisy, Say Anything,
So,
Little Mermaid.
I want to point this out. Like, what? Oh, hold on. I want to bring this up real quick. So, Field of Dreams. Okay, I want to point this out if my theory is right. If I can
Ooh, The Abyss.
when was the release date?
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
That's something.
Yeah.
Ugh, Field of Dream got a 57 on Metacritic.
Ew.
1 second.
That's Excellent Adventure.
1989. Came in 1999. Drums. Okay, that doesn't answer my question. Oh, apparently
What?
it's also in the Library of Congress. Good for them.
Ooh. What are you looking for?
The day that Field of Dreams was released, like month and day.
Field of Dreams release date.
I am-
April 21st.
So, Brian, it is true that when they made it, they will come because they made this movie and you were born.
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
was born like a month or so before it.
There you go. See?
Let's see, what else do we got here? Born on the 4th of July. Cyborg, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Wait, what? Is that one of those movies I've never heard of that was stolen?
It's one of those really bad action movies.
Oh.
It's a 1989 American martial arts cyberpunk film.
I'll be honest, there's only two things I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme was ever in, and I don't know why. It's always just these two movies.
Time Cop.
Time Cop, right?
Time Cop and Friends.
He was in Friends?
Yeah, he was
Whoa.
in Friends.
Let's back up a second here. He was in Friends?
He was in a couple episodes of Friends. He was dating one of the characters.
I didn't know that. I was actually referring to Street Fighter. I mean,
Oh, right, he was in Street Fighter with Raul Julia.
yeah, he played the Dutchman played the American hero.
He was Bison.
No, he wasn't Bison. He was
Not Bison, he was
Guile. He played Guile.
yeah. The Belgian was playing Guile.
The Belgian was playing Guile, the American hero with the spiky ass hair.
Okay, he was only in one episode, but he was dating Monica.
That reminds me, and I sometimes have to remind people this. Did you know that Paul Rudd was in Friends?
There's a lot of people who were in Friends, and it's like, guy who played House.
Oh, I know his name. Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie was in an episode of Friends.
Oh, nice. They just grabbed like everybody they could, huh?
Yep, he sat next to Rachel on a plane.
You know, still not nearly as cool as the time that Stephen Hawking showed up on The Simpsons.
Yeah, but that was pretty good.
He fucking killed it. I like how the fact that he did his own voice work.
Oh yeah, that was the best part. Dead Poet Society.
I should like Dead
one.
Poet Society in like a sappy kind of way.
I did too. It was good. It also had the dude from House.
Really?
It had House's best friend. Was the other teacher.
Fry. I can't remember his first name, but it's something Fry.
Yeah.
And any listener of ours, go check out A Bit of Fry and Laurie. That show is great.
No, not Fry. Not from Fry and Laurie. He was the other doctor in House.
I'll be honest, I've watched maybe 3 episodes of that series.
Robert Sean Leonard. He was
Okay.
in Dr. James Wilson.
Okay.
You never watched House?
I've never really been a medical like procedure show, if I'm gonna be honest, because it's like trying to watch shows when they don't understand computers. It's the same idea as like trying to watch medical shows
Gotcha.
when they don't know medicine. I'm not a
I
doctor.
understand.
I'm not a doctor by any means, but I actually do find like medicine, the act of caring for
Yeah,
other people pretty
but
interesting.
he was the other doctor who played House's best friend, Dr. Wilson. He was that I want to say that other teacher in was he a student? He might have been a student.
Okay.
He was the one who killed himself in Dead Poet Society.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, Brian.
Oh,
Fucking
you know what
shoot
else
me.
came out in '89?
Huh.
Well, Fat Man and Little Boy came out in '89, but that's just a movie. No,
Was
the
it
best
twins?
Friday the 13th came out in '89.
I'm gonna say.
Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. The one where Jason punches a guy's head off.
I would say, were you born in the same year as twins? I kind of want that to be the thing. It was like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Actually, when did that come out?
Great Balls of Fire, Godzilla versus Biollante,
Huh.
Ghostbusters 2, Glory, Heathers came out in '89.
That's...
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ugh. Ugh.
You don't like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Ugh. It was just like, even for a kid's movie, when I was a kid, I thought it was dumb. Oh, man.
Indiana
1 year off.
Jones. When
By
did
the
it
way,
come out?
you missed the movie Twins starring Donnie DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger by about 1 year. 1 year.
Speaking of Donnie DeVito, there's a new. I don't know how new it is. It was new to me. M&M's commercial where the red M&M wishes to be a human, and he turns into Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Karate the Kid Part 3,
Oof.
Kiki's Delivery Service, Lethal Weapon 2, License to Kill, Little Mermaid, Little Monsters, Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland.
Let's go ahead. I want to address the fact that nobody on who's listening to this knows what Little Monsters is, I'm sure.
And that's a good thing.
I mean, Howie Mandel wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it was best.
Fine, I'll give you that.
But no, it was a bad movie. Yeah, just straight up, it was a bad movie, and it didn't
Yeah.
stick to its own rules. And yeah, anyway,
It was bad. My Left Foot, Milo and Otis. The movie that looks adorable but it's full of animal abuse.
oh Milo, no, yeah, oh yeah, damn, forget about that movie. I think I just go ahead.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh boy, my most hated series.
I've only seen parts. I think I've seen the whole movie, but I've seen it in parts.
Let me tell you the story of a guy who was never a big fan of Chevy Chase, and it got worse when his parents would watch Family Vacation every fucking Christmas.
Chevy Chase was the worst part of Community, and that was a good series.
Chevy Chase
Chevy
was like the
Chase-
worst part of almost everything. Okay, but he killed it in SNL. I'll give him that. He killed it at SNL. Also, I hear he's a giant asshole.
Oh yeah, that's part of why he got fired from Community, and he got into a huge fight with Dan Harmon.
Not surprised by that one. I just hear he's a giant asshole and it's hard to work with him. Just, oh, by the way, in that general vein, I've been rewatching Parks and Recreation. I love that show.
I don't like it enough to watch it, but I like it enough that I won't complain. I won't change the channel if it's on.
It's good in later seasons, not great in the first like 1 or 2. You have to kind of get through like the first 1 or 2 seasons, but after that it gets pretty good.
Ooh, Puppet Master, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
The Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean,
Red Scorpion also starring Dolph Lundgren.
that's something.
The Return of the Musketeers.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Say Anything.
Well, let's go ahead and
We
I'm
kind of
almost
go.
done here. I'm almost done. I want to finish this. Blah 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 blah. Star Trek Five, Steel Magnolias, Tango and Cash,
Well, that's something.
Tetsuo the Iron Man, Troop Beverly Hills, Turner and Hooch,
Mm.
UHF,
Okay, you
Uncle
win.
Buck.
Wait, you got Uncle Buck and UHF?
Yeah,
Damn it.
Weekend at Bernie's.
I don't know, man. You won me at like UHF and Uncle Buck. That was like two of my favorite movies for a while.
When Harry Met Sally.
I don't like Billy Crystal.
And The Wizard.
The Wizard?
Is that the one? Oh my god!
What?
The Power Glove. It's so bad.
Oh my god, The Wizard. I forgot about it.
Starring Fred Savage, Christian Slater, and Beau Bridges. There's also Tobey Maguire's film debut.
Interesting note, by the way. Tobey Maguire didn't know he was going to be in the movie. They just kind of like, he knew a friend on the set, and was like, hey, we need an extra. Do you just want to like stand over there? And he's like, okay. That was his first acting gig.
It's so bad. The Power Glove.
It's so bad.
So bad. Alright, let's move on.
Remove the hat. Yeah, I think we killed this. John Wick 3 image looks good. Move on
Yep.
to...
And now we got a too edgy for me Spawn.
Every time they talk about the new Spawn movie...
No, wait. It's 4 edgy, 6 of me.
Okay.
It's 2 more edgy.
Oh, jeez. Jeez. Every time,
It needs to be the edgiest thing to live up to its 90 edginess.
every time they release a new bit of information, every time I lose more and more interest. Because it doesn't...
I wanted to go full and become hilarious.
it's like, oh, we're gonna learn from the point of the people being killed, not the point of Spawn, you know, the character. Sorry. But no, they released some more information, and it's gonna be fucking dark. That's what,
Well, here, I'm reading it right now. Well, Spawn won't be released until 2019. McFarlane has been open about the things he wants to do with this film, which will star Jamie Foxx as the lead.
Oh.
It will co-star Jeremy Renner as well.
Oh.
If you know anything about McFarlane, you know he likes to push the envelope. So the film is going to be dark and about as R-rated as the MPAA will allow. He's making it clear that he's making the film for adults, so parents, hide your kids.
I mean, they got Jimmy Fox and Jeremy Renner. That's pretty good. Also, we should give roles to Jeremy Renner that is not basically just like rehashes of comic book characters.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, don't get me wrong. He did a pretty good job at that Hansel and Gretel movie. That wasn't very good, but he did a good job. Because the character had diabetes for no reason. That was my biggest complaint. It didn't...
What?
Like, yeah, the character... Okay, did you hear about the Hansel and Gretel remake that they did? It was like, it's Hansel and Gretel, but it's dark and gritty, and they're adults, and they're witch hunters. No, seriously, this was a real thing. And because they were giving candy as kids, the character Hansel as a diabetic, and they like show it once and pretty much never talk about it again. Like it never comes into play. He doesn't have like a diabetic shock. He doesn't. It's not like he has to like stop what he's doing because he's having, you know, low blood sugar. It's just kind of like a one-off thing he does when he pulls out like a fantasy version of not penicillin, insulin, and just like what? Yeah, what's the point of this character? It was dumb. Watch it once and then realize how dumb it is.
All right.
That's
yeah. I want this 6 edgy
6
8
edgy.
me.
I'm they're just I'm losing interest. I'm losing interest every time they release. I don't know. Maybe I should wait for a trailer. I'm gonna wait for a trailer, but every just bit of new information, I'm just like, just fucking stop, please. Shut up and don't take my money.
Though, have you watched Spawn recently?
It does not hold up well.
It does not.
Neither do the
Um,
comics, by the way. Like, I read the comics like a year ago, and I was like, oh boy.
They don't.
They don't.
Moving on. James Gunn looks like they're gonna be writing the next Suicide Squad,
Which is good, because the DC could use a ringer right now.
right? I mean, they're non-super Batman Justice League stuff's kind of decent looking. Like Aquaman looks like it's gonna be fun.
Pretty much
Shazam looks like it's gonna be fun.
pretty much everything that was not the joint movies have been decent, at least. You know?
Right?
I mean,
It look-
go ahead.
Keep going.
It was just like Wonder Woman was pretty good. Aquaman looks pretty good. Man of Steel I didn't like. But that aside,
I'm hoping for a soft reboot.
a Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible they can just kind of like address the whole fact he fucking killed a dude in his first movie.
Right?
Maybe it will play out to something, and he'll become the no-kill soups that we know.
Right?
Also, on
Okay,
unrelated.
you know what?
Go ahead.
He shouldn't have killed anyone. They should have given him another option, but like he didn't really have a choice.
Phantom Zone. Just saying.
Oh
What?
yeah, but you know what? I would have been mad if they brought in the Phantom Zone.
That's his origin, though. He's like, I'm
I
in the
know.
Phantom Zone. I'm out of the Phantom Zone. Now I'm back in the Phantom Zone.
All right, that's fine. Here, speaking of writers, Black Panther 2, Ryan Coogler will write and direct Black Panther 2.
It was great. He helped write the first one, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yep.
They are saying that he has stepped back as a consultant for Creed 2, by the way. So maybe he's doing it to like focus on like Black Panther 2 as an example, but I don't know. I mean, he did a pretty good job last time. I liked it. It was a good
Right?
movie.
I thought it was a good movie too.
Yeah. So we got word from Charlie Cox. I believe he plays Matt Murdock in the series. And we got word as to why they're not working on a season 2 for the Defenders.
Yeah, and you know what? Looking at I honestly, Defender was cool in concept, but when it came together, it's like I don't care about the hand.
Yeah, I will say my biggest complaint is that each series has its own storytelling that doesn't work well for a while. Like you could tell just based visually that it doesn't work right.
No, it doesn't.
Like I'm not even. It's hard to explain, but it's like camera filters was my biggest notification. Like it's how to put it. Daredevil had a darker grain to its film. It had a darker feel because he does all shit at night. Iron
And
Fist
he's blind. Iron Fist and Luke Cage are a lot brighter.
Lot
Luke
brighter.
Cage is powered by its music.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones. And not just that the character is pale, but the lens tends to be on the wider side on the spectrum.
And you know what? I would have been cool with a bit of, I wanted them to get together,
Right.
but they should have done it differently.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing. Though, okay, legitimate question. Without pulling out the cliche of bringing in Hydra, what super villain group would you want them to face if they were to do like a Defender season 2?
Mobsters.
Just regular mobsters?
Yeah, throw in a Tombstone.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Cage could take on Tombstone. They basically have the same power set.
I don't know. I don't think I'd have them face like a major villain. I think I'd just have them yeah, no. Just do like a huge ass gang war that they're leading towards.
I have one suggestion, but I think that the main set of the MCU is probably planning to use this. What if they were to face off like a Sinister Six like group? Like
That'd be cool.
Like, not necessarily the full on Sinister Six, but it's like they take like a Negative Man and they take like Tombstone and they'll take like one or two others. Well, obviously I'm paraphrasing here because it's Sinister Six, but they take some like the New York lesser villains like Shocker. They can get the guy who played Shocker in the last, Spider-Man movie, and they could just do like them versus the Defenders. and like throw in like one or two more street heroes,
Right.
Well, like Tombstone runs a gang, so you can bring
Right.
Tombstone. And then I don't know, Negative Man. I mean, the new Spider-Man, he runs a gang, so you can do that. Uh,
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I'd have them face. I maybe just have them hang out. I would just do 10 episodes of them hanging out.
Right. go move on. Go ahead.
Let's see. Moving on. Yeah, the next one, Iron Fist Season 3 is canceled, but you know what? That makes sense. I watched Iron Fist Season 2, which was better than Iron Fist Season 1, and it kind of felt like an end of a storyline. And so this makes sense to me.
Well, also, I mean, it hasn't been doing good, honestly. Like, I mean, everyone talks about, like, they say the same as you when I talk to people about it. It's better than the first season, and it's still not a very good series so far.
No. And what it's opening up is maybe it'll continue, and I feel like I would like to see the Iron Fist character in other stuff.
Right.
But have him join up with, like, he was cool in Luke Cage season. Have him, because he's going to be, it shows him at the end of the season globetrotting now. And it'd be fun to see him do more globetrotting, have him run into other things.
Yeah. And...
Ooh, what if they did, what if they okay, hear me out on this.
Okay.
He can be the connection to other heroes, so he can get the Moon Knight. He travels to Egypt and meets Moon Knight.
So he basically taking over Rosario Dawson's position in the first set, and the second set taking over, I don't remember the actress's name, but the Karen, because she was the kind of like, in between for all the characters.
Yeah.
So he's the introducer for new characters and new series. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So he goes to, like, I don't know, Minnesota and meets a great, like, Avenger. Well, one of them that would have become a great... Squirrel Girl. Let's go with Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, he goes to, like, China and meets a Chinese one. He goes to Japan and meets a Japan one.
Yeah, he goes, like, Japan and meets like, Armor or something.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, I'm cool with that.
And you don't have to name it Iron Fist. Like, have him be the character, because you already have the actor.
Right.
And basically he's filling out the roles in the MCU, and it's just him. It's episodic,
right?
And it's just him going to a different. And you can, because it's a Netflix thing,
right?
You can make it upwards to like a 2-hour long episode,
right?
Because this episode takes longer. He's down in Brazil.
He can go down Brazil and are there Brazilian superheroes in Marvel?
Yeah, there might be.
I'm not aware of any.
I know DC has Snowflame.
Yes. Yeah, I think we brought up in like a second or third episode, Snowflame, whose power was the power of cocaine. Snowflame. Sad thing is that character, that villain does not make me want to not do cocaine, because if cocaine gives you powers...
I'm going to go off on a bet right here.
Uh-huh.
I have tried cocaine.
Okay.
It cleared out my sinuses and gave me a lot of energy.
Did you get superpowers, though?
No.
No? Well, you didn't try enough.
I did, however, almost choke on, the gunk on the back of my back of my throat.
Ugh.
Because it all drained down
the
back of my throat, and it's hot.
All right. Let's go and move to the next one. They released the Ruby Rose costume for Batwoman.
It looks pretty good for being CW-tastic.
Yeah, it looks like Batwoman. I had no real complaints. She looks like Batwoman. And by the way, they're planning to use this because she's going to be in a crossover between the current series, right?
Cool.
They're going to use this as like a backdoor pilot to see if there's enough popularity behind the character to start a new series for her.
Cool.
Yeah. So if it does well, maybe we'll get a Batwoman series.
I'd be down for that. We've got to get us some more queer representation on TV.
Yep. Well, I think in the Arrowverse, on the Arrow side, they have mainly I stopped following it, but they actually do have a lesbian, and then on the Supergirl's adopted sister is also a lesbian as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think they do some more representation in the Supergirl, but I'm also like a season behind, so
Ah,
it's been a while.
I have watched maybe half an episode.
Fair enough. I need to catch up on Supergirl.
I can't do the CW shows.
I watched Supergirl before it was a CW show. That's why I just kept with it because I originally watched it when it was on
Okay.
CBS.
Like I can't even do Supernatural.
Yeah,
I like Supernatural. I don't mind watching it. I can't do it.
I don't want to catch up with 10 years worth of programming. And
That too.
I got to like the third season. I had to stop watching because like I lost Netflix for a while, and then like it kept like good many years, and then the series kept going. I was like, well, I don't want to get. I mean, I still got like 7 more seasons to go through. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't. That sounds just not great.
Also, I mean, I'm not there. It almost feels like they're dragging on like they did for Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time, kind of like to me. I don't know if you watched it. It probably had like Rumpelstiltskin was probably like my favorite villain in every show ever because he was like smart, very manipulative and smart. But there was at one point where I was like, you just need to stop here, and then you'd be fine. And they just kept fucking milking it.
Ew, that's bad.
Yeah, it was really. I was just like, just stop. Just you should have ended it here, and then maybe revisit it with a movie and called it good. That's it.
Gotcha.
Let's move on my insane rambling. We finally get some of the cast members for the new Witcher series.
I have no idea who any of these people are, both the actors and the character. Well, I kind of recognize Geralt's like adopted daughter, who's another Witcher,
Right.
but like I honestly haven't played the games, so I really don't know.
You need to play them. They're really.
I know, but I have like other games ahead of them.
Like Witcher 3 is a pretty good game. I only played 2.
I've heard.
But yeah, we get a list. We get a list of the new actors you're playing. It's Ciri, which is like his adoptive daughter, and yes, Yennefer. We get the actress who plays Yennefer. Yennefer.
Freya Allen is Ciri, and Anya Chalotra as Yennefer.
Yennefer is kind
They
of like
both look way younger than the characters they're playing.
Agreed. Also, Yennefer, by the way, in this series is kind of like the femme fatale of the series.
I feel weird her being the femme fatale because that actress looks like she's 15.
I was gonna go for like 17, but yeah, I'm right there with you.
And the girl playing Ciri looks even younger.
12? I'm going with 12.
Yeah, she looks like 12.
I mean, I can't judge. I've had people look at me as like, you're 12. You look like you're 12, but still.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I shaved off my facial hair, and people are like, you look like you're 16 now. And I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. I fucking hated how I looked when I was 16.
I was actually not going to judge because, weirdly, you have like this. You can post the picture if you want, of course, it's up to you, but you have the same jawline as my grandfather. I was like, that's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
very like I've only known you like picture wise in the last couple of years with the beard. I haven't seen your adult jawline in many years.
Yeah.
And you got that same kind of like square jawline. I was like, whoa, that's reminds me a lot of my grandfather.
I definitely do look better now than I did when I was 16. I'm more confident with my face, but like, I did not like how I looked when I was 16.
No, neither did I. Of course, when I was 16, I was growing out my hair long, and I regret that.
Oh, I did too, and I regret that as well.
I was like, what was I thinking? Oh, right, this is my form of mild teenage rebellion.
Well, going to Clovis schools where you couldn't have your hair grow past your earlobes, I
Right.
went, fuck that, grew facial hair and grew my hair out long.
What's funny about that? I went to high school in the Midwest. I grew out my hair. People gave me shit, but the school never required me to cut it.
See, the school required me to cut it, but I didn't get any shit from it.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. We'll move on to the next point. This is actually a two-parter, and I thought this was awesome. But David Harbour, who is going to be playing Hellboy in the upcoming series, someone asked him how many retweets they would need to get in order for him to come into the full like Hellboy costume, which takes like 5 hours to apply, and officiate his wedding. He said, if you can get 666,000 retweets, I will officiate your wedding.
Sweet.
Interesting note about that, he had a similar situation previous to this where somebody said, how many retweets would I need to get in order to officiate our wedding as your character from Stranger Things? And they got it.
What?
Yes.
That's
So,
cool.
yeah, so he's like legitimate about this, and I was like, that's a really cool thing to do. People generally don't do that.
Right?
If I could, I
I
would
like
probably...
it.
If I could, I'd probably get Patrick Stewart, but that's probably not going to happen.
Dude, I would so love to have Jean-Luc Picard officiate my wedding.
Exactly. It doesn't even have. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be Star Trek themed. I would just like to have.
Jean-Luc Picard officiate my wedding.
Yes.
No, have him come as one of his Shakespearean characters.
Or King Richard from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes. And then it looks like the whole elder abuse thing with Stan Lee has kind of died down a little bit.
It's died down a little bit. I know we reported this like a year ago, but I was waiting for the story to develop a little.
It looks like there's a restraining order against the person who was doing that.
Yeah. So what was happening is that his caretaker was selling his things, not for Stan, but for himself, and he's basically that's his guy. That's Stan's like secretary basically. He's like, he handled his money, he handled his affairs, he handled his events, that kind of thing, and Stan trusted him. So he would bring papers to him from like Stan to sign, and it was stuff to like sell things or sell autographs or make something an official, Stan Lee product, and then sell it for his own personal profit.
Yeah, that's not good.
This guy's a scumbag. Stan Lee is suing him, understandably, and now he has come out regarding his elder abuse. Who in their right mind would screw over Stan Lee?
Right? It's like, Steve Ditko.
Well, okay, but I'm talking about current. Fair enough. I'm talking about current Stan Lee, not like Stan Lee, 70 years ago. But I mean, he's
I'm just waiting for the caretaker to pull off a mask, and it's
Ditko.
It's Steve Ditko.
You just see like stats, like snap his finger. Ditko. I should have known. But yeah, that guy's an asshole.
Yes, he is.
Not Stan Lee, the guy who abused him. Stan Lee is also 94.
I mean, Stan Lee's a little of an asshole, or at least he was.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not like Bill Cosby asshole, and he's 94 years old. You're kind of a fucked up person if you're stealing shit from a 94-year-old.
Yeah, don't steal from a 94-year-old. That's elder abuse.
If anyone listens to our show, if there's one thing you can take out of this is don't steal from a 94-year-old. Don't steal. How about that? Never mind. Don't steal.
Don't steal.
Don't
that sounds
steal.
good.
I mean, especially don't steal from a 94-year-old, pop culture legend. But just in general, don't steal.
Yeah, don't steal.
So for Bob Kane, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and cover the next one here?
Oh yeah, what the fuck are you doing, Funimation? Funimation leaving Crunchyroll and Verve. I mean, they have their own streaming service, but that was just to watch. That was for me to watch dub things, and then I can also what the fuck, Funimation? I watched your shit on Verve. That was part of the reason I went with Verve, was because I only paid for Verve. I didn't have to pay for both Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Also, this is dumb.
Oh my god, Funimation, what the fuck? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, this is also dumb because I will not go to Funimation's website. I wasn't before, and I'm not going to now. If I want anime, I'm going to go to Crunchyroll, but if I want pretty much anything else, I'm going to go to Verve. I'm not going to go to Funimation. This was their ticket in to sell their shit.
Right? It's just, I don't... Thanks to a recent Sony acquisition, Funimation's pulling out third-party streaming.
Yeah. The shit, Sony. I'm not going to buy your streaming service.
Yeah, I'm contract end on November 9th, 2018. Well, I guess I'm not gonna watch My Hero Academia anymore.
I mean, there are other ways. Yeah, I can show you some
I
ways.
watched it dubbed. I watched it dubbed.
Like I said, there are a couple other ways. I think I can buy you
I
some
won't
stuff.
watch My Hero Academia perfectly legitimate.
All right, fair enough. But no, this is really dumb. I get it, Sony. It doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it's good for reputation in the long term. Also, Funimation was like the top streaming, well, not streaming, or top anime distributing service in America for a while. So,
Nobody has High Dive.
what is High Dive?
Funimation will be leaving the Verve platform, which I was that was 50% of the reason I got Verve was
Right.
because it has Funimation, and I was only paying one person to pay Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Crunchyroll,
And now the
Funimation,
company,
Nicktoons.
uh, oh wait, Verve went with High Dive. Oh, Food Wars and Made in Abyss. Okay, those ones that were on Amazon.
Right.
So a couple of the Amazon shows are going to Verve. I don't know. This makes no fucking sense. Is going and it's I see it ruining. I see it not doing well.
Agreed. We may. I don't think it'll be a while, but I think it's going to get to a point where Funimation's going to end up going under. I mean,
Yeah, or at least enough to back out and go, wait, we made a mistake.
hold on. Is there Netflix? You want to team up, huh? Netflix, we'll team up. On a side note to this, by the way, they released the new season of Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix, and I've been watching it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I love that show because the characters are wonderfully broken.
Nice. Okay, moving on for more news from Japan. PS5.
Yep, it's in the works, and they have released some specs for it and features, but not a release date. I mean, I don't want to buy it though.
You don't want to buy it?
I don't want to buy another console. Like that's
I might wait a while. I just got. I don't even technically own a PS4. I'm borrowing it from a friend.
right.
And it's like, yeah.
I just, I, okay. Nowadays, I'm going mostly for my PC, and I get not everyone can PC game. Not everyone has the money for a PC computer, or not PC computer, a gaming computer.
I need to get a new computer. Mine's starting to reach the point where I can't really run anything anymore.
Yeah, and I've been there. I get not everyone can afford that. That's, it can get expensive. But the great thing about a PC is that I don't have to keep buying a new cycle. It's like, well, we're going to release the new version of new gen of this console, work on the current gen for about 2 years, and then stop. So your like pseudo computer is basically useless.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is PC supremacy.
PC Master Race?
Yep.
But PS5 phase of its final life cycle on May 22nd. Won't happen until March 2021. Ooh, that's around my birthday.
Nice. You can get yourself a PS5 if you wanted.
Yeah, I probably could. I probably won't, but I probably could.
I mean, you could. Doesn't mean you will. That's the difference.
Though on the PC side of things, Microsoft is close to buying Obsidian.
And
And this is a mixed bag for me. One, I want my Obsidian to do better, and it needs money.
yeah.
But as long as Microsoft keeps them on the computer and doesn't try to force them into a Microsoft games only branch.
Well, hear me out here, because I was thinking about this. And I do agree that if they're going to do it, they need to put it on every... Because, they're not going to put it on PlayStation. But they need to put it on every
No.
Microsoft
I don't want
service.
them on consoles. I don't
Well,
want them on consoles. Obsidian games don't work good with controllers.
Well, hold on. It can be fine because now that Microsoft buys them, they're gonna have money, which means they can fix some of their issues with the consoles. I know I've said I'm a bit hesitant about buying a console, but there are still console players. So if they can get something to fix that issue, I'm fine. with it. But if they at least get the money, we might get a Obsidian game more than once every like 6 years.
That's why I want them to have the money, but I want them to stay either. I don't know. I'm very iffy about them doing console versions of them because Obsidian rocks with mouse and keyboard.
Well, yeah, definitely. That's their strong suit.
Though I could see them working with tablets and stuff.
Yeah, that might work. Maybe do like a turn-based RTS, not RTS, what the hell they called it? It's a turn-based, like, not real-time, but it's the...
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called either.
XCOM does it. Anyway, it's turn-based strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah. I could see that would pretty good with like a mobile device, like a tablet or a phone. But if they get money, then they could hire more people, put up newer games quicker. We don't have to wait like 6 years for one new game. I'm honestly surprised that Obsidian has not gone under at this point. So this could be a good thing, long term.
I agree. I agree. I'm holding my breath
Right.
because I can see this messing up really bad.
Right.
But I'm hoping it'll do good.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. And in the new Sims 4 expansion, they're adding a new job called the Influencer. What the shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, influencer as in like a YouTube influencer or like a Twitch influencer.
Oh, okay. That's a weird thing, but okay. Why not just call it like a streaming star?
Because that's the name of it. Those people are called influencers.
Really?
That's what they're actually called. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what like people like PewDiePie and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye are known as. They're known as influencers.
I didn't know that was their like official name position. I thought it was like internet personality was basically what they were called.
I mean, they are internet personalities, but once you reach a point, once you become famous, you're considered an influencer because you influence people.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
I don't know. I haven't played Sims 4. I played a little bit of it when it first... Well, I mean, I lied. I played a little bit when it first came out, but I was so disappointed in it compared to Sims 3. Sure, Sims 3 destroyed my computer and used every resource imaginable, but Sims 3 did so much. It had like an open world concept, and oh my god, it had so much. It took like an hour to load every time I turned it on. But it was amazing because I could do everything.
Yeah, it was great because you could do so much, and then like Sims 4, they kind of like dumbed it down, which was disappointing.
It was very disappointing. And I get why they dumbed it down. They actually made Sims 4 run smoother on people's machines, so Sims 4 was actually a step back in what you could do. But it's like, I want all the stuff that I could do.
Well, the problem I ran into is like, yeah, you can do all the stuff if you buy our expansion instead of what was a default in like the core Sims 3. Or, you know,
yeah.
Like, they have
yeah, well...
microtransactions. What I'm bitching about here. Microtransactions.
Okay. Well, Sims has always been about the expansions, and I like the Sims expansions, and I had a bunch of them for Sims 3, and I eventually want to go and get all of them because I liked Sims 3. And maybe eventually, if I find it on sale, I'll pick up Sims 4.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, if it's $10, I might buy it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna pay full price for that game. Hell no.
Nah, I wouldn't either.
Let's go ahead and move to the next one here. Sony sues a hacker for selling jailbroken PS4s. Again.
Well, on one turn, that sucks. On another term, I have no sympathy for this person. He knew what he was doing.
Well,
that was part of the risk.
Well, here's the thing. This is not the first time they've done this. And it actually could have very well be the same guy for all I know. Last time, though, their case was just shaky as hell. Because it's like, they're saying, you broke the terms and condition, we have legal rights to sue you. And he's saying, well, no, I never got onto PSN, so I didn't break any terms and conditions.
In a general sense, anytime you jailbreak a a console or a phone or anything like that,
Right.
you're technically breaking the law,
Yeah.
or you're technically breaking a contract thing that they have. And it's one of those things that when you do it, you should understand the risks.
Well,
And
I will say this. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but the problem with this is once the device is yours, it's yours.
it's not.
It shouldn't become with like, I'm buying this device with the terms and conditions that I don't get to do what I want with it. Now you can argue if they go online, that I can understand that a little bit more.
Oh no, have you read the manual of any console or any electronic device you've bought in the last 10 years? Technically, you're only licensed to use it. That's how companies can get away with like bricking your phone and stuff.
But I fucking hate that because
Oh, I know, I do too, but that's how things are. And it even says it in the manual. It's like, yeah, by opening and turning on this device, you agree to the terms and conditions.
that's bullshit. Because once you buy an item, it's yours. You should be able to do with whatever the hell you want.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's not how it is.
Jesus Christ, man! You know what, Sony? I like your movies.
It's not just Sony. Everyone does it. Microsoft, Apple. Apple's particularly famous for doing it.
Oh yeah.
Every electronics does it. Everyone. Google.
I don't get the fucking point either. Who does it harm legitimately?
Intellectual property.
It doesn't, because their intellectual property is not going to be harmed because they're just like, well, I mean, it looks like a PS5, but it's not running like a PS5 or whatever device they're going to be using.
Because somebody, because now they're not going to spend their money on Sony brand Sony product, or Apple brand Apple product, or Amazon brand Amazon product.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Welcome to the world, man. Welcome to the world.
I remember when, like, because there was a similar controversy regarding the PS3 when someone jailbroke that and released a video on how to do it. And I thought it was dumb then as well. Whatever. All right. You got anything else you want to throw out there?
I don't know. I recently came out as gender fluid. I guess I got that going on.
Just kind of gonna slip that in the episode. We're not gonna
I guess.
talk about how awesome that is for you.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. That's how awesome it is for me, and I'm still trying to I'm at the point where I don't know. I know enough to know about it and know that it's me, but not enough to explain it to other people.
Fair enough. I mean, this is only coming from my perspective, but what I would suggest, it's only a suggestion, of course, just fuck off. I'll fuck off if need be. But what does it mean to you? I think that's the important part.
Okay.
That, like
honestly, right now, I feel a lot of, I feel like I don't have to hide that part of me anymore.
That's good.
And that's important, because it's one of those things that's always been this way. I just never, talked about it or brought it up, or I kept it hidden, but it's one of those things that I've always just sort of, it's been there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm glad I don't have to hide that anymore.
That's good. Glad that it's not bothering you like it was previously, and presumably you have a weight off your chest from trying to figure it out.
It's a lot of weight, yeah.
So, I mean, that's good. So, I'm saying so a lot, but it really is good.
No, and I'm happy. I'm happy about this.
And that's all that matters. That's really all that matters. If you want other people to be happy about it, that makes sense too. But what does it mean to you?
I was expecting a lot more fight when I came out, and I was surprised by all the positive feedback.
Well, that's good. I think, despite our the current climate of our country, people are more open to this kind of stuff than we may think.
They definitely are. They definitely are.
But yeah, that's good, Brian. And I'm glad that the weight has been lifted from you.
It feels better. I just don't know what I'm doing next.
Whatever the hell you damn well please.
Damn fucking right.
All right. Well,
So I guess that's it for today.
yep.
As always, you can catch me at Arcsist at Twitter. You can catch Dean over at Geekus Speakus on the Twitters. Follow us on Facebook at Geekus Speakus. Send us an email if you want to question us at gspeakus@gmail.com.
Yep. And if you want to message us, if you want to rate and review us, that'd be great.
Oh yes, please rate and review us on iTunes. We need to start getting in those 5-star reviews.
Yep. iTunes, Google Play, it'd be really great. The more reviews we get, the more likely we can hopefully take this a bit further with our show.
And hopefully with this episode, we'll post links to review us to those Google and to the iTunes.
Also, with that, if we get a lot of, reviews and subscribers, it means that if we get enough revenue from the show, we'll talk about it if it ever comes up, of course, but we may be able to do it more than once every other week.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Because sometimes I like to, we love to talk about the news, and then we'll get like 20 different links.
And you know what? If we can do it weekly, we can start throwing in other stuff too.
Yeah. It'd be really great. So, if you guys can, we appreciate it. I understand not everyone can, or some people will have busy lives. I get that.
But it takes literally like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Subscribe, rate us on iTunes and Google Play, and if you can, refer to us to friends and family, unless we're not their cup of tea because we tend to cuss a lot. I can get that. I understand that.
Yeah, and people should be, and fuck you if you're not, but I get not everyone wants to hear my opinions on queer culture.
And there's some people who don't want to hear our opinions. That's
no,
fine
not at all.
too. Yeah.
I get it. We are fairly left wing here.
Yep.
But whatever. But yeah, if you wanna just follow us on the social medias, like and review us, and I think that's it.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you all for listening. My name is Dean.
And I'm Bryan.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's episode. If you like our shows, you can stay up to date on our social media accounts. You have Facebook at facebook.com/Geekus Speakus, or you can find us on Twitter at Geekus Speakus. We're also on Tumblr. If you want to message us, you can feel free to do so at gspeakus@gmail.com. Feel free to contact us, give any opinions or any suggestions. I would like to thank the band The Spinwires for their song Girls Like You. You can find them on their Bandcamp for the newest albums. I'll also like to thank Tom for his awesome logo art that we got. Last bit here is I would like to thank you for, listening to our show. We really appreciate it. Feel free to, find us on pretty much anything nowadays. So Google Play, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Feel free to rate, subscribe, and just share it with your friends and family if you think we're appropriate. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for listening. Have a good night.